The mother elephant in front of us was dying. You could see a baby elephant collapsed on the ground, crying helplessly in absolute despair. Watching it wail and call out, even the guy in the car was stunned by what he was seeing. When he got out of his car, the little elephant quickly got up on its knees, tears streaming down its face. It walked over to him and let out this heartbreaking cry, almost like it was begging him to follow. When the man didn't seem to understand, the baby elephant turned and started walking towards the forest nearby. Seeing how distressed the little one was, it suddenly hit him. Maybe this elephant was actually asking for help, so he decided to follow and see what was going on. After walking for about 10 minutes, he reached a riverbank and saw something that made his heart sink. There was a massive elephant struggling desperately in the rushing water, completely helpless against the fierce current. It turned out the mother had been drinking at the river's edge with her baby when she slipped and fell into the fast-moving water. The poor mother was fighting for her life in that freezing water, but no matter how hard she tried, she couldn't get back to shore. The current kept pulling her under, and you could see she was getting weaker. She was about to drown, and that's why her baby had run to the road. It was desperately trying to find someone to save its mother. You can only imagine how terrified and hopeless she must have felt. But knowing her baby needed her, she kept fighting. She tried over and over to get her footing, but against that powerful river, even her huge body seemed so small and vulnerable. Her skin was already scraped raw from struggling against the rocks. Realizing how urgent this was, the man quickly called for help from the nearby village. When the mother elephant saw people coming, her whole demeanor changed. She kept lifting her trunk up, almost like she was pleading with them to save her. The first villager tried using a bamboo pole to guide her toward shore, but she was already exhausted. The poor thing kept getting swept under the water, completely submerged and upside down. Even though she refused to give up, she was clearly running out of strength. Time was running out fast. Looking at this enormous creature struggling in the water, the villagers felt pretty helpless themselves. They huddled together, trying to figure out what to do. After about 10 minutes, someone had an idea. They started gathering wood and rope from their homes to build some kind of makeshift rescue device. Working together, they quickly put together a ladder and lowered it into the water. They also stretched a thick rope across the current to try to catch her if she drifted downstream. Once everything was in place, one of the men used a long pole to carefully guide the mother elephant toward their makeshift rescue setup. It took another 10 minutes, but she finally made it to where they'd placed the ladder. Now it was up to her to climb out, if she still had the strength. If you're reading this, maybe send some good thoughts her way. Every life matters, and this mother clearly wasn't ready to give up on hers or her baby. You could see her adjusting her position, using every bit of energy she had left to pull herself up, and somehow, through sheer determination and the kindness of these strangers, she made it. She actually made it out of that river. The villagers were so happy they even set off some firecrackers to celebrate. After catching her breath, the mother elephant disappeared back into the forest with her baby. I thought that was the end of the story, but it gets even better. 2 months later, guess who showed up at the village? The mother elephant and her baby came back, almost like they wanted to say thank you to the people who saved them. It just goes to show that even though animals can't speak our language, they remember kindness. Stories like this give me hope that humans and wildlife can look out for each other. It's pretty amazing what can happen when people care enough to help.